In today's story, I'll be telling you about a climate activist, architect, and global ambassador. Hello, it's James from the Global Portrait Project, where I'm painting 193 portraits of 193 subjects, each from a different country, with each subject involved in their country in a positive environmental action. And today it's the turn of country 53, Egypt. The subject for my portrait for Egypt is Sarah El Battouty, who is an architect and climate policy specialist with 20 years' experience in the sustainable design and development field. Egypt is a country spanning the northeast corner of Africa and southwest corner of Asia via the Sinai Peninsula. It is bordered by the Mediterranean Sea to the north, the Gaza Strip of Palestine and Israel to the northeast, the Red Sea and Gulf of Aqaba to the east, and has land borders with two other countries beginning with L and S. Egypt faces numerous environmental challenges, including water scarcity, air pollution, climate change impacts, and land degradation. These issues are exacerbated by rapid population growth, urbanisation, and reliance on the Nile River. Sarah El Battouty is a senior advisor to the Egyptian president from 2014 to the present day. Sarah is the first architect to become a UNFCCC global ambassador with the high-level climate champions. Sarah's main passion is making buildings resilient to climate risks and promoting affordable and accessible low-tech solutions in spaces like homes and schools. The advocacy work she has dedicated her life towards looks at the responsibility of the building and construction sector as a producer of 40% of global emissions, and how, as an architect, she can change the way we build for better livelihoods without destroying our planet and health. She refused to join the family business and created her own startup to design green and sustainable buildings that can be globally certified, reaching net zero standards. Importantly for Sarah, her work includes buildings to all income strata and rural communities. She believes that cooling homes in heat stress, adequate ventilation, energy provision, and water reuse, as well as using local construction materials, contribute to prosperity and comfort. Her process is to design with communities and not for them, as she promotes the use of indigenous and local techniques embedded in the cultural knowledge. In 2013, she founded the multi-award-winning eConsult, Egypt's leading green building consultancy, which has the highest portfolio of green certified projects by a local architect and the first carbon-neutral project in the region. Sarah is also the founder of a scrap waste upcycling company, Mubun, which transforms the waste into high-end furniture. Sarah graduated from the University of Cambridge with a bachelor's degree in architecture and an MSc in project management and climate policy, and also from Oxford University, having studied transformative leadership. As a climate action leader and environmental advocate, she has dedicated a large portion of her career helping raise finances for startups and entrepreneurs who are providing solutions, helping them to grow and work with her and other large companies. Her vision to promote the inclusion of women in climate action and green economy is prominent, as she has been serving on the board to many STEAM universities, as well as becoming a board member of the Supreme Council for Women in her country, leading its climate financing and environmental inclusion. She is focusing on equal opportunities for women in tech, architecture and construction, which remain male-dominated. Sarah believes this starts with early encouragement of girls to produce STEAM education and eventually have equal access to financial equality to reach the helm of their business. The gender pay gap is still a global inequality issue. Her own company is women-led with 85% women and has had equal pay since its onset. With her company portfolio including the first net zero building and the first carbon neutral project in the region, Sarah's work has proved that we can achieve global standards in climate action in emerging economies. We can build affordable green buildings and give rural communities who are the most vulnerable a chance to inhabit better, more resilient spaces. Her passion and belief has always been to disrupt the notion that green buildings are exclusive to high-income, developed economies, and that it is the most vulnerable populations receiving the negative impacts of climate change that deserve the innovative solutions. In 2020, she achieved global recognition for her work in creating buildings that achieve 10-degree cooling without mechanical assistance. Sarah is the recipient of the Vital Voices Award for the Middle East and North Africa and Green Tech Entrepreneur recipient for 2024. Her projects have been nominated for the Earthshot Prize and the Aga Khan Architecture Awards. If you'd like to find out more about Sarah, eConsult or Mubun, I have put some links in the description below. Final words from Sarah are: the role of buildings in climate action is essential to reducing negative impacts. As architects and builders, our purpose is to deliver human-centric and ecological solutions in the built environment. Without localisation of innovation and access to sustainable buildings, we risk leaving rural communities behind. Green buildings should be accessible to everyone. There is more information about this painting and how to get involved with the Global Portrait Project on the website and Instagram page, and the links are in the description below. Next time, we'll be meeting an environmental communicator in El Salvador.